Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a really fascinating tradition in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, it's this practice called dana, deeply ingrained, all about generous giving.
Right. And you really see it come alive during sacred times like Vesak, isn't it?
Absolutely. Imagine these donation stalls
Yeah.
just buzzing with activity.
Not just like small offerings either. We're talking overflowing stalls, right?
Absolutely. Steaming rice, crispy roti, sweet ice cream, refreshing drinks, you name it.
And it's offered freely to everyone.
Exactly. That's a key point from our source. It's not just for those traditionally seen as needy, it's a universal offering.
So there's a deeper meaning here beyond just, handing out food.
Oh, definitely. The author stresses it's seen as this profound act of liberation.
Liberation? How so?
Well, like a shedding of attachment, something that enriches both the person giving and the person receiving.
I see. And there's this sense of immense blessing, apparently, for the people who put these events together.
Yeah, a real palpable joy in orchestrating these big community giving moments.
It paints a really warm picture, community, generosity, but there's a twist, isn't there?
There is. This tradition, as long-standing as it is apparently facing some, well, criticism.
Coming from where?
According to the author, from these shadowy corners of social media.
And the author gives these critics a name.
Yeah, calls them the Hopper Club, describes them as, let me see, a fleeting band of influencers seemingly intent on undermining the very fabric of our societal values.
Wow, okay. That's quite pointed. Undermining societal values.
It's strong language. It really makes you wonder, what's behind this criticism? Why now?
Exactly. Does the author suggest a motive?
They definitely suspect something more, maybe sinister is the word they use. A hidden agenda.
The sinister hidden agenda. Okay. Accusing them of what specifically?
Basically peddling negativity, trying to sow seeds of doubt about this practice.
So the author sees this as a deliberate attempt to dismantle something important.
Very much so. They argue this tradition has brought joy, fostered unity, and embodied the essence of our spiritual heritage for millennia.
So criticizing it is like attacking the core of the culture, in their view.
That seems to be the perspective. It's not just about the food stalls, it's about what they represent.
And the author's message to the people involved in dana.
It's pretty clear. Don't listen to them. Do not be swayed by the venomous whispers, they say. Your acts are good, they're valued.
So a real defense of the tradition and the people who uphold it.
Absolutely. They frame it as this century-old trading of generosity, something etched into our national identity.
Implying that this Hopper Club, fueled by online trends, is just temporary.
Exactly. That it'll just fade into obscurity because the tradition itself is so much stronger, so much more rooted.
Almost like don't let the noise get to you.
Pretty much. Don't let the cynical catcalls of a few dim the radiant light of our collective generosity. Keep doing what you're doing.
So the author has real faith in the tradition's resilience.
Completely. The conclusion is powerful. The heart of Sri Lanka knows the true value of giving, and it will not be silenced by the fleeting noise of the Hopper Club.
Okay, so summing up, we have this really deep-rooted, beloved tradition of dana in Sri Lanka, centered on generosity.
Right, but now it's facing this modern challenge, criticism emerging online, which the author strongly refutes.
And they question the motives behind that criticism quite directly.
Yeah, framing it as an attack on fundamental cultural and spiritual values.
Which leaves us, and you listening, with something interesting to think about, doesn't it?
It really does. What does it mean when these long-held cultural practices, these traditions, suddenly face scrutiny, especially in this age of social media?
How do communities even navigate that? Balancing tradition, self-criticism and, well, staying true to what they feel is important.
Yeah, how do you hold on to the essence of something like Dana while acknowledging or dealing with these new kinds of challenges? It's
Yeah.
a complex question.